Hey everybody, it's Lo and welcome back to my channel, Lo Without Limits. In this video, I'm going to do another what I eat in a day. So if you want to see that, then just keep watching. Good morning from my car. So this morning I woke up at 7 and kind of just like took my time making my way down. I watered the vegetables. At 8 a.m. I went downstairs to make myself a coffee. I just did a pour over with the Kalita Wave and I used 27 grams of coffee because there wasn't that much left and I didn't want to just do 25 and leave like a few beans in the thing. And it was also this coffee that we've gotten before and we really liked it, but for some reason this batch just wasn't great. Austin used half of the bag to make a cold brew and it just wasn't the best cold brew. So he ended up getting new beans when we were in San Francisco and had been using those, and I was taking one for the team and using all of these other beans that just weren't that great. Finally finished that this morning, out of the way now. Sat on the couch with it, read my book, and now it is 10 a.m. and I'm off to the gym. Gonna do a little upper body day and then I will come back. Breakfast / post gym shake will kind of be around lunchtime. So that is what I shall have then. I got back from the gym around 11:45 and I made myself a smoothie afterwards. So I usually do frozen blueberries and frozen spinach together, and I realized that we were out of spinach. So I just did about a cup of frozen blueberries and then there was half of an avocado in the refrigerator. So I put that half of the avocado in there with my unsweetened original Kalita Farms almond milk, as well as my scoop of Woman's Best vegan vanilla protein powder and a little bit of maca, and then blended that up. And because I did the avocado instead of the frozen spinach, it was a little bit on the thicker side, but it was still really good. So I had that, finished taking my vitamins, like the ones I like to take with food. That was kind of done by 12:15, and then I took my medicine 30 minutes after, hopped in the shower, and now it's almost 30 minutes after that. So I am gonna make myself a meal, like a breakfasty meal as my lunch. I'm gonna do this egg salmon sandwich that I post all the time on my Instagram. It's so good. But I think my Imperfect Foods delivery has come, so I'm gonna bring that inside first before I get started on making my food. I'm gonna unbox my Imperfect Foods. Brussels sprouts. We always get Brussels sprouts. Cilantro because we're gonna do mahi tacos this weekend. Mushrooms, arugula. We go through arugula like crazy. It's my favorite leafy green, which I've said like a million times. So these are the mahi taco portions that I used last time. I'm gonna use again this weekend. So last time Austin and I ate 1 pack of it, but we figured since another couple's coming over, I'll get 2. Cottage cheese just to snack on. Ground turkey, which I honestly forgot that I ordered because I said I would do turkey meatballs. So my phone fell. As I was ordering, I was like, oh, I'll do turkey meatballs. This is gonna be a lot of food because Saturday I bring dinner. We'll figure it out. It's still kind of frozen, so maybe I'll just throw it back in the freezer. As well as some chicken, bone-in skin-on thighs because those cook really well. Some sausage. This is citrus kale and chicken sausage with chimichurri seasoning. So this would be good for like breakfast. And some cheese, some Parmesan, eggs. And we usually get the Vital Farms eggs, and they do have those on Imperfect Foods, but they only have the small ones. So I did order them once, not realizing they were small, and Austin was like, these are the tiniest eggs ever. Is that why they're Imperfect? And then I realized that I just didn't get the large eggs. So they either have Vital Farms small or they have the VegaFed large. So just go with the large because it just fills you up more, and VegaFed is just as good as Vital Farms. I think they're like pretty comparable in terms of like pasture raised, organic, all the good stuff for your chickens. Some salmon, and usually I get smoked salmon with Imperfect Foods too, but they were out. So I just ran to Whole Foods yesterday and got some more smoked chicken sausage, apple gouda, again, good for breakfast. Austin really likes this stuff. It's thick carb oven roasted chicken breast. So he likes putting that in his salads. Got some bleepin' sauce. I feel like I just shouldn't say that on the internet. Some pepper jack cheese, good for like omelets and things like that. And 6 Ollipops. They were out of the root beer, so I just got a bunch of the strawberry vanilla. But usually what we've been doing is we'll have like a root beer and a strawberry vanilla for dinner, and we'll just like pour half into each of our glasses. So it's kind of like root beer floaty because it has like the vanilla-ish from the strawberry plus the root beer. So that's really, really good. But they only had the strawberry vanilla, so just have a lot of these ones now. I wish they also had the ginger lemon because Austin also does really like those. They're kind of like little ginger ales, and they're so much cheaper than buying them from the store. They're like 50% the cost. And over here we got some yellow squash, cucumber, some little tomatoes, and some garlic, some avocados, and these ones are a bit tough. So yesterday when I was at Whole Foods and just needed to get a few things, I did get some soft avocados, which will be good because we can use those ones while these ones soften up. Some peaches, just because it's peach season. So while not a very keto-friendly food, treat yourself, and it's a fruit, so if you're gonna treat yourself with a snack that has a bit more sugar, like a delicious peach is the way to go. And then a nice heirloom tomato. That's what I got at Imperfect this week. I did get a lot of protein, so I'll just kind of have to plan out what days we're gonna eat what on tonight. And Austin's gonna grab dinner with his friend, so I'll probably just have like a salad for dinner, and then the mahi on Sunday. I might have to throw a lot of this in the freezer just so it can last Monday food and Tuesday food. All right, now I'm going to make my lunch, little breakfast for lunch action. I'm taking the toasted cauliflower thins, and once they harden up a bit on the plate, I'm going to mash avocado on one side and put this avocado oil mayo from Primal Kitchen on the other. And then on the side with avocado, I add the cucumber, I add the smoked salmon, and then I'm going to put the egg on top when it's all done and top it with arugula and have a nice, delicious, so good sandwich. Just so good. It is now almost 8 p.m., which means it's dinner time. A little bit of a later dinner, but I did have a little snack around 5:30-ish, just a heaping scoop of cottage cheese with some Flackers. A nice little snack to hold me over because I wasn't super hungry. So I did that, and now I'm going to have dinner, and I'm just gonna have a salad since now we have a lot of arugula and I want to make sure that we use it all before it goes bad. Just one of those salads where if you have seen a lot of my What I Eat in a Days, you may have seen it in there before. It's definitely one of my go-tos, and it's super delicious, super simple. So I feel like overall this isn't the most exciting What I Eat in a Day video. It's pretty standard in terms of everything that I've made before and everything that I like to eat, but a really simple way to eat healthy, and that salads and simple meals can do really well for you, and it's not hard to do. It can be done inexpensive, especially using something like Imperfect Foods, which I do have a link down below. So if you want to try it out, then that link will basically give you $80, but not $80 all in one order. It'll be $20 off of your first 4 orders. And I believe it's when you spend $60, you get free shipping. So if you spent $60 on food, you get the free shipping, and then you get $20 off for 4 weeks. So whether you do it every week or like myself, I do it every other week, then you get $20 for a total of $80. So pretty good deal, I'd say, because you get a lot for $20 from Imperfect. That whole box that I unloaded this morning was like $100. I usually spend $100 on my boxes every other week, which is a lot of food for us. Also proving that everything is super easy to be gluten-free and also still relatively low carb. So while I'm not super low carb, when I do have my carbs and subtract the fiber, it is pretty low carb diet. I was tracking it today just because I was curious to see. I hadn't tracked my meals in like a year, so I downloaded the MyFitnessPal app again this morning just because I kind of wanted to have a feeling of where I was and see like what I'm eating, what's keeping me full, how is it looking in terms of my macro breakdowns, including the dinner that I am about to make. So let's make my big old salad. For my dinner salad, it is a big heaping bowl of arugula, like I always say, my favorite leafy green, with some chopped cucumber. I'm also adding some white onion since we are out of red onion, another half of avocado, as well as some ground flaxseed, nutritional yeast, and a lot of smoked salmon, and topping it off with some Brightland olive oil. My favorite salad of all time. Use white onion instead of red, which I would prefer to red, but what you gonna do? Sometimes you just gotta make a salad with what you have, which also sometimes makes the best salads when you're like, okay, what random stuff do I have in my refrigerator? Can that become a salad? Sure. Even if you don't have a leafy green, just anything's a salad if you believe. And anything can taste good as a salad. If you call it a salad, it's gonna taste good, in my opinion. So I'm gonna add this to MyFitnessPal. I wasn't measuring, I haven't been like measuring and weighing and anything like how I did when I first used MyFitnessPal. Like when I first started like my health and wellness stuff, I was very on top of like weighing everything and everything being perfect to where it almost made me like a little crazy, and it's like, what's the point? Like, I want to be able to enjoy my food and not feel like I'm super restricted, which I can easily do like a whole thing on how I've definitely evolved over the years. And a lot of that has been from having my YouTube and using this as an opportunity to learn more and read more on nutrition and health and fitness and all of that, while a lot of my videos lately have been on sustainability, just because it's something that I think is super important, and it's where I feel more comfortable speaking on, since I don't have any certifications or anything in terms of diet or nutrition or fitness. But at the same time, like, I do learn those things a lot and I actively apply them to my life. How far I've come in the last few years, I think because of this channel, has definitely allowed me to eat a bit more intuitive and just kind of know how I feel good. Like, I like being low carb. It makes me feel less groggy. It's really good for my brain. But at the same time, I'm a female and I do need some carbs because I want to also have healthy hormones and things like that. It's definitely a balance, and I try to eat lower carb, and that's how I feel great. And it's not like a one size fits all solution, especially when it comes to health, wellness, diet, fitness, any of that. It's definitely like a trial and error and see how you go. And I think I've done a lot of trial and errors, doing what I can and what's available to me, while at the same time like focusing on my health and what makes me feel good. Side note there, but I'm gonna eat my salad and track it, and I will come back with the macros right at the end. All that was to say, not weighing or like measuring exactly, so these macros might be slightly off. My dinner is all done, just finishing up my Olipop while I'm going to watch an episode of Love Island. For my macro breakdown for today, so my calories came out to 1,930. Again, give or take, because I wasn't exactly measuring or weighing or doing any of that. It was just kind of like based on my eyeballs. And the macro breakdown, so proteins and fats were pretty evenly split. Proteins came in at 118 grams, which was great. I try to aim for about 100 grams of protein a day, since that's just good for my weight and for my lifestyle. If I was super active and going to the gym a ton more like how I was pre-pandemic, then I would definitely aim for 120-ish, like basically what I had today in terms of protein. And that was mostly from the about 6 ounces of salmon from lunch and from dinner, the egg, and the protein shake that I had, plus, you know, a little bit of protein here and there everywhere else. And then 119 grams of fat, which was good. And then my carb intake was actually around 120. So all of that came in about like an equal third split for the most part. And while 120 grams of carbs seems like a lot for like a low carb diet, I did also have 65 grams of fiber in that as well. So it was actually about 55 grams of net carbs, which is pretty good and pretty much like where I like to be in terms of my carb intake. It's good knowing that what I think I'm eating and what I think my breakdown is, when I track it, that what I think I was doing is actually correct. Okay, yeah, I am on the right track. I am intuitively eating in a way that is also good for me, in a way that I feel the best as well. So that is what I ate today, which is a lower net carb, super high in fiber, gluten-free, high protein, super easy, simple, delicious meals that don't require a lot. So if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what you like to eat in a day and what else you want to see here on my channel. And while you're there, be sure to subscribe. I upload a new video every Wednesday. So until the next one, thanks for watching.